Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Maggie of maggiesbliss.com, and we're here for our Tuesday live. I'm losing my tarot cards, my oracle cards, rather. Tuesday oracle energy reading. And so we are talking about the energies that are happening right now, and it kind of leads into like just the rest of this year as well, of course. So I did do my check-in before I pulled the cards, and it of course, as always, ties together. So, first, I just wanted to tell you what decks we're using for our mini reading. Angel cards, healing angel cards. It's Tony, Carmine, Salerno. I've used these before, so good. And Magic of Unicorns. Oh, I just love this. I used this once already, and I just, they were very appropriate. They were calling for me to use them today. So, first, our angel cards. This is the back of the angel cards, just so you guys know. It's diversity is the card. You can't read it because it's probably backwards or on Facebook. So, diversity. The world would be a boring place if we were all the same. Celebrate your uniqueness. You are special and much loved. So, yes. This goes into, it does play into what the next card is, but this is just saying, yes, you must be authentic and be authentically you, whoever that is. Like, and it just reminded me, the second I pulled this, I thought of my daughter, who's bisexual, and she is in a relationship with her girlfriend. Awesome. And they're going to their first homecoming the end of this month, and they decided to, I don't know what the right word is, apply to be homecoming queen and king. They're calling it Lord and Lady. The requirements is one boy, one girl, and their girl. And I said, what age, what time are we in? So you can be girl, boy, girl, boy, whatever. So they are getting votes, and people are voting for them anyway, because it doesn't matter as long as you're happy and you're being yourself, and diversity is what it's all about. We have to be whoever we are, and whatever that is, right? So then this comes into our next card, which is truth. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Maggie. Blessings to you on this beautiful Tuesday. Blessings. Truth. The best way through the current situation is just speaking your truth. Contrary to what you may think, no one will be hurt if you express exactly how you feel. Sometimes they will be hurt, but that's not the point. The point is you spoke your truth no matter what. Sometimes, yes, you have to soften how you say something, like not soften how you say it per se, but to have a compassionate approach rather than being just coming out and saying, this is my truth and this is where I'm at, and I'm sorry if you don't align with that. Can we all get along anyway, even if we don't agree with each other? And yes, it's possible. You just have to learn to communicate and just being truthful no matter what, because eventually it comes out anyway. And sometimes it comes out in a not so great way when you wait too long, quote unquote, right? Because really everything happens in perfect divine timing, even the wait. So it's our lesson. The main lesson, what I've been getting is to just, you have to go within. You have to listen to what your heart is saying. You have to drop into the heart. And this is like even me, I get a lot in my head and I keep getting told, drop into the heart, drop into the heart. So trying not to get into your head as much. Yes, there's sacred wisdom around the crown and third eye, and then your sacred heart honors the full truth of everything, right? So we can't get in our ego and our head in that way. And that's what I'm talking about. With regard to the awesome, this is the back of the unicorn deck. Awesome unicorns. Refreshing oasis, number 18. It's a 9 card. It reduces to 9 because of that, and that is completion, like of something, right? We have completed something huge, and now you can catch more flies with honey, right? Say it nice, but say it truthful and honest. And sometimes that honesty can come out harsh because it is what it is. Right? So here, this is telling you, you must take care of yourself. You must. And we're in Shadowland now. September started, and the shadow season has begun. It's through December. So the minute we hit winter solstice, we start to turn the corner of that wheel and embrace light again. But right now, it's about honoring our shadow in the natural rhythms of nature. However, just because of what's been happening the past couple of years, we've all been in the thick of it for like all year long, right? But we're truly in that shadow season, and energetically everything is, I don't want to say hitting the fan per se, but that's kind of what's happening. So we really need to know, yes, and in May, as I've said before, and there's 2 portals every year, and May is the portal for new life, energy coming in most often, right? And October and Samhain, it's the time where a lot of souls leave, and there's going to be a lot of souls leaving even more than before, because we're in this ascension process with Earth, and we're ascending, and and people who have followed their path, done their work, they're going to be going. And even if it hurts like heck, we know that it's their right divine timing. So these things are going to start hitting us, and we just have to know that we did as best as we could to express how we felt in every moment. The past couple of days I've been saying to hubby, Travis Tritt, it's a great day to be live, right? And then the Worf on TNG, I know, I'm a Trekkie, Star Trek Next Generation. But also the tribes knew it's a great day to die, because you know that you're going to say, love who you love, hug who you can, do what you're supposed to do in that day. And it's about checking in every single day with your heart and saying, okay, what am I meant to do today? What is on my list today to do? Not just what you expected you should be doing all week long, or yesterday or the day before. You're like, okay, I'll get to that on Wednesday, right? It's every single morning saying, okay, I'm in alignment with my truest self. What is calling for me to do in this moment? Because maybe you needed to do that newsletter, or prep that class, or do this thing. I have examples, right? Whatever it is. But today it's calling for you to nurture yourself, as this card is saying. And then we get right to what I already saw in a vision a few days ago. And I was like, oh my God, that's my vision. Cocoon of white light. 19, it's a 1 card's beginning. So we had the completion. We're coming to the beginning, but in our beginning is the cocoon phase. I keep seeing butterflies everywhere, and it's saying that we're about to hit that butterfly phase. We're in that cocoon, and it's about to blossom. Rest in perfect love, understand oneness. Know that you're becoming the butterfly, and know that in this nurturing for yourself, right? In this nurturing, you are becoming that beautiful butterfly, but you have to allow for the cocoon phase, or else, right? So you might be thinking, I'm not doing anything. Yes, you are. You're processing, you're working, you're resting, you're rejuvenating your energy so that you can go forth and do this other major thing that's coming that maybe you don't even know what it is. So the last card of the unicorn deck is 43, which is 7, mystical. It's enlightenment. Oh my God, so cool. And these cards are beautiful. So it's look from the highest perspective, see the divine in everyone. You have to hear what I channeled. I channeled basically that you have to see the light in everyone. You have to know and come to that awareness within you that that person has a heart, even if that person is my nemesis or my enemy or not such a great person. Maybe they're not such a great person in that moment, but they are in another moment. Like, right? So everyone's in their process, and we're at different layers and levels. And we still have to see that each person is one with us, and they're mirroring something up to us too, on top of that. But like lately, I've just been saying that's me, that's my oneness, that person is a part of me. Every person is. And like you start to see their God spark. When I learned and worked a lot with Ho'oponopono, I was coming to this 0 point and seeing the spark in everyone, the light spark in everyone. And more so, like the awareness ebbs and flows, right? So it's coming back again, and it's like, yes, we are truly one with everyone, and that 0 point energy is just like neutrality. We need to learn. So here's my notes, because I had to write it down. This came to me last night when I was connecting with one of my higher guides. An Andromedan guide comes to me in this beautiful pale lavender skin. It's so beautiful, and the energy is so high vibing. I just so good. It gets very emotional when you're in those high vibrations, because it's just so beautiful, and the energy healing and the warmth as we like merged, it was beautiful. And the message coming forth from this connection was, there is a cleansing coming up. It's necessary. Step outside of oneself is easier. It's easier for you to see thyself when you step outside of yourself. So get into outside of yourself, into that awareness, right, of you. Picture yourself watching yourself and seeing what you're doing, feeling, and being. It's especially important when you're like in the muck of some ego drama within yourself, like judging yourself or judging others or whatever this shadow work that you're in the thick of at the moment, the patterns, relationship patterns, all those things. Step outside yourself and say, okay, I'm one with my higher self, right? You can call in your higher self. I now call forth my I am presence, my higher self, my I am presence, higher self, however you see them. And you call it forth and say, okay, in my highest wisdom, breathe deep, cleansing breaths. What is the lesson I'm meant to learn from this experience right now? And then you start to come into like this higher awareness of, okay, all is well. Get out in nature, because nature's going to really get you back into your oneness, your place of connected to everything, your place of the universe is so vast and yet so small because it's all within you. So we're all sentient beings, next message, and you're here to hear, not you are here as well as a sentient being. So you must respect yourself as well as another. If you see someone else and whether you're teaching classes, you're a parent and it's your kids, would you talk to yourself the same way, or to them the same way you talk to yourself? If you're treating yourself poorly and not nurturing yourself, that's not honoring the full yamas and niyamas of yoga. In yoga, there is, I think it's under the niyamas section. I don't have my notes in front of me, but in yoga, there is a part where it says you must honor all sentient beings, basically. And that includes you. If you're not taking care of yourself, if you're talking shit to yourself, then you're treating a God being poorly, and you're not honoring the wholeness of the universe. You must start treating yourself the way you would treat other people, especially those people you love, because you're a loving sentient being too, whether you believe it or not. And start, even if you don't believe it, start to do it, because eventually when you fake it till you make it, you get there, because words are frequencies and vibrations. You know those monkeys? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, all that. It's the same thing. If you're going to speak crap about yourself, you're going to be in that vibration and you're going to create more of that. So start to shift it with affirmations, with a knowing, with connecting to nature, however works for you. And each moment's going to be different. One time you're like, I'll do affirmations, I feel great. But then the next moment it becomes rote. So you should do something different that honors you. Take a bath, an Epsom salts bath, go out in nature, meditate, yoga, qigong. What is the thing? Is it just being quiet and finally resting? Whatever that is. So remembering all people are one, seeing the God spark in everyone. Okay, as I mentioned. And we must send love. We are love. So send love to others, but send love to yourself too. As we do that, we raise our vibration, and we raise the vibration of all of humanity. So we must be a part of what's coming. So what's coming is this beauty, right? We can align with, as we talk about in Mune Ki. Mune is love, Ki is energy. It's the beautiful rites of the shamanic rites that we pass on. They're very ancient. And we tune into and tap into the frequency and vibration of the luminous ones, those who have, transcended time and space, and they're here and connecting with us, and they want the best for us too, and we need to step into that as well to create the world even better, right? We want to leave this world in an even better position than when we entered it, and it's getting there, but we have to go through this shaking of the snow globe that's happening right now and allow it to settle in a positive way. So if we're in the positive frame of mind, uplifting, doing our inner shadow work, which means crying, feeling the things, going and screaming our brains out when we must, because it has to happen, but then journaling. Journaling is powerful for getting out the crap and being able to really see it for what it is. Going to energy healers when you're called to do that in order to see something you're not seeing, right? Or your soul knows the truth, but sometimes you need someone else to be like, so this is happening. And then you're going to be like, I know. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, now I have to face it. Someone else saw it. Sometimes it just takes that energy healer to say this is happening, and sometimes you don't see it. It's so subconscious. So it helps. I do it. I'm going through my own, I'm making sure that I'm doing my work. I'm human, so I have to do it. So you must do it. I must do it. and then keep raising that vibration so that we can create a better world. Because right now it could be not so great heading into the near future, or we could see it as all of us light beings, right? See it as this positive, uplifting, beautiful experience, what we want to create, and then we'll be a part of that collective that's doing it, and it will create it. So let's raise the bar on ourselves and on the world. So let's raise that vibration. Anything else? Dropping into your heart. Your heart is truth. Truth is there. It's not here. Truth is here. So feel it. And I have to remind myself like several times a day, drop into the heart. Drop into the heart. So we're shedding. We're layers and layers and layers. We are shedding. Shadow time is now through December, right? Winter solstice. So this shadow work this year could be pretty intense. So just breathe through it, surrender, have trust that you're on the right path no matter what's happening. Trust in yourself. I have this lesson myself. Trust so that you can truly call forth what needs to be called forth and manifest what you need to manifest and be in that higher vibration of just surrender. Surrender, surrender, surrender. And then meditate, nature and water, tons and tons of water. Filtered water that's blessed by the full moon, blessed by the sun. Place it in your glass blue bottles to have it be high vibrational energy water. Place your high vibrational quartz or rose quartz and in there shungite to filter any of the icky stuff out of the water. Those are things that are safe in your water. Go with what works, but go within. You'll know what works for you always. Okay, and I think that's some of my random notes that would have come out eventually for you guys. I'll try to type it up too as well, just so you guys have something soon with regard to that, because it's just keeps evolving and expanding. So remember diversity and truth. Remember okay, let's get this facing the right way. Remember, refreshing oasis. Create your sacred altar. We do this in our mini soul coaching sessions on Thursdays, right? I talked to you about this last Thursday, so check it out on YouTube or on my Facebook page. And this cocoon, we're in it now. Just allow that. Take those moments to rest. It helps. It helps your energy and it helps for your growth. And then enlightenment. 7 is my favorite number. Reduces to 7. 43 reduces to 7. So very mystical number, powerful mystical number to align you with that beautiful oneness. So hopefully you guys have an amazing Tuesday, amazing rest of your week, and I'll be seeing you this Thursday for our mini soul coaching session. Anytime, Debbie. Have an amazing rest of your day. Blessed be.